Welcome back. Remember the game of dodgeball? Most of us played it as a kid. Those giant red balls flying across the gym. You were either ready to slam it at your opponent across the room or maybe hiding in the back waiting for the game to be over. Well, a recent study says the common game is used to dehumanize and harm peers, and it shouldn't be played in schools. That's the focus of this 360 perspective. The Canadian study is titled Dodgeball, a Tool of Oppression. Several researchers, including Professor Joy Butler from the University of British Columbia, say dodgeball, even with a softball, promotes exploitation, marginalization, powerlessness, cultural imperialism, and violence.
We've been doing it now for a couple of years, and it's one of the fun games to run. It's great for teamwork. It's great for exercise.
Meet, Play, Chill in Denver organizes recreational matches for adults. Owner Mike Ross says there's no reason kids shouldn't play dodgeball and reap the benefits. They say after a 45-minute match, everyone's sweating and having fun. It's a good workout and team building. Those for dodgeball say it does teach important skills: running, dodging, throwing, and catching. Of course, there, people go together as a group to play a friendly game together. No one's trying to actually hurt or humiliate anyone, which may not be your memory from dodgeball in school. Metro State University professor and psychologist Sean Worthy has studied bullying in sports. He says any competition can bring out aggression, and dodgeball does have some unique characteristics.
It's one of the few sports where individuals are targeted with something, with an object, right? You can choose teams that are, one side against the other side, and the other side may be people who are less desirable. And so when you really look at it, it is a sport where some of the elements of bullying can be involved.
And few Denver area schools allow dodgeball anymore, including Everett Middle School. PE teacher there, Brad Hull, says he doesn't like the game because eliminated kids just sort of stand around. He prefers to keep all his kids moving, where they can learn the value of physical fitness and positive competition.
Instead of your 11-on-11 soccer game, I typically do 3-on-3 or at most 4-on-4. I also implement modified rules, so in order for a student to score, everyone on your team has to get a pass. So that way it promotes teamwork and cooperation with students.
Now, dodgeball is not approved by the Society of Health and Physical Educators, or SHAPE. They say it's not an appropriate activity for K through 12 because it doesn't support a positive school climate or appropriate social behaviors or the goal of physical education. Now, I spoke with some local school districts to get their take on dodgeball. Harrison District 2 did away with it, but some schools play different versions using Nerf balls and hoops. Students are not used as targets, and District 20 says they don't play traditional dodgeball either, a more gentle version of the game with a soft Nerf-like ball. And Pueblo District 60 also saying they play a variation of the game per state requirements. What do you think about dodgeball? Is it oppressive, or are schools being overprotective? Sound off on our Facebook pages, KOAA5 and Elizabeth Watson News. And if you have an idea for a 360 perspective, email 360@koaa.com.